Welcome, Cancer, to this energy and wellness check-in here at Grounded Oracles. You are truly welcome. And if you have tuned in, I thank you for taking the time to do so. This is a timeless general read, so whenever you come across it, there may be something in here for you. So I ask you to be open and receptive to what Spirit may want to show you, okay? So we will jump right in. We are looking at 4 areas in our lives: our water energy, feelings, relationships, following our heart, intuition; our earth energy, our physical health, finances, material world, and in our environment; our air energy for intellect, mental health, thought process, communication; and lastly, our fire energy for spiritual health, life purpose, motivation, passion. All right. So I hope you are well, Cancer. I'd love to know how you are doing and where you are watching from. How do you feel like you're in the flow? How do you feel like this last blue moon has affected you? I know I still feel the effects. And you guys being water energy, you're probably really feeling it. Okay. All right, Spirit. What does Cancer need to know in our water energy check-in? Okay, we have our 2 of Cups. Beautiful. Oh, and we have the 9 of Wands. All right. We will honor that for our clarification. Okay. All right. And we will go over all the cards after we've drawn them. All right. Now we'll look at our areas of our physical environment, our finances, our health. I know that I am not a doctor. I'm not diagnosing, prognosing. So you see the appropriate healthcare professional. For Earth sign, we have the Judgment card. Beautiful. All right, and for the areas of our air energy, yep, came flying out. We have the Page of Cups for intellect, mental health, integrity, communication, thought process. And lastly, we will look at our spiritual health, motivation, life purpose. How is Cancer doing? All right, we have the King of Cups. Beautiful, mastering of yourself. All right. All right, beloved. So to start with, you are very balanced in the choices that you're making at this time. It does feel like there are, in the areas of some of your relationships, and including the relationship with yourself, you're being invited to make sure you follow your heart. Put up some really good boundaries for yourself, okay? This isn't always for other people. And I think maybe sometimes you've set up boundaries thinking it was for your good, but it was for other people's benefits, when you really need to do it for you, right? What gives you peace, really identifying what gives you peace, right? And at the same point, what allows your heart then to sort of settle, and paying attention to what makes it flutter, okay? When something happens in your day to day, what are some of the things you just feel, you just gives you a little pep in your step that really makes your heart flutter? Or that person. For some people, I'm seeing you at work, and there's a particular person who walks by who kind of makes your heart sing. So if that's the case, still make sure you set some decent boundaries in even how you behave. So if you feel like you haven't talked to this person, try to talk to this person. If you feel like maybe you've talked too much, you're kind of stalking in a way, give that person some space, okay? Really just be your most authentic self, all right? The self-love can be extremely attractive, so really make sure that you are nurturing that in your intuition. Right? Balancing your feminine and masculine energies, really trying to bring out the strengths in both sides will help bring you more balance. Okay. All right, Cancer. In our area of our physical health, finances, material world, and environment. Yeah, there's a wake-up call for you coming in this area. And I kind of feel like it's tied between your finances and your material world, okay? I'm feeling like some of you need to purge your home, sell some things that you aren't using or that you don't need or don't bring you joy, okay? There's a lot of beautiful philosophies out there, theories on feng shui and different ways that we can have a beautiful environment. There's too much clutter, but there's also a wake-up call that maybe you're spending too much money, right? Maybe you're collecting things you don't need. You might be a bargain shopper. You might even go to thrift stores and get things really cheap to fix them up. That might be for some of you to sell those things. You might have been tempted to really hang on to them for yourself, but it's not helping you move forward. There's some things that are keeping you stuck in this area. All right, what else does Cancer need to know about this energy? What needs to be brought to the table? Okay, yeah. We have the Devil card. Okay, so it's time to get rid of those things that don't bring you joy. And for some of you, those are time suckers, right? Really looking at your schedule and seeing the things that take too much time. And for some of you, you might be looking at your environment and like, by cleaning it up, it gives you more time to yourself to do the things you want to do, right? Maybe delegating chores within your house, maybe setting yourself up for a routine so that you get to everything, but you're not spending more time. It might be sitting down and really meal planning so that you're doing less cooking throughout the week so you have more time for yourself and more fun for yourself. Some of you need to look at your physical health in terms of you might not feel like you have enough time to take care of yourself, but you really don't have the time to not take care of yourself, if that makes any sense. It may take an extra 10-15 minutes a day to pack a healthy lunch or to do some stretching or to go for a short walk, but that sacrifice is going to be worth it, okay? There's something that you need to address so that you can really make the most of your time and your environment, and which also makes it peaceful, which also affects your mental health. Okay, so then we're going to take a look at our intellect, mental health, communication. So in these areas, it feels like you're trying to balance your logic and your emotions, right? And some things don't always feel like they're connecting, all right? But you're being asked to use your imagination, your creativity more. So allow your imagination to flow over your logic, okay? It's almost like I see a picture and then I see an overlay, like a cutout over the top, which gives it a whole new perspective. The base is still the same. So the story is still the same, the situation, but just bringing that imagination heightens it. Your colors come more alive. The way you communicate will be with more open-mindedness. It's almost like by bringing that creativity, imagination to the picture, you're able to see things in a more practical way. So those things that may have seemed illogical will now seem logical, if that makes sense. It's almost bringing a hangman perspective to it. Okay. All right. What else does Cancer need to know about this energy? Our mental health, integrity, communication, and we have the Four of Cups. Okay. Yeah, because following so I'm seeing a pause almost, Cancer, and doing something that you love because you might be caught up in your feelings. And that may have been brought disappointment because there hasn't been any action to it. Yeah, this feels a little feeling heavy in this area. So bring that imagination into this process. And that, again, will help balance it out and be a little more logical for you. I'm not sure what area this is in your life, as far as if this is communication, mental health, around work, in general. Kind of letting go of processing things maybe the way that you used to process it. Really keeping like logic over here and creativity over here when it can be blended to give you different options in your life. Being open, thinking outside the box, being willing to dream. So some of you are being encouraged to go out and like look at the clouds, seeing different formations, really to I mean, logically, what good does it do us to go out and look at clouds? It helps bring us peace and calm and identifying things in our lives, right? It's essential for our imagination. Okay, Cancer. Lastly, we're going to look at our spiritual health, right? Really, you have mastered your heart and your emotions. You have a very vibrant relationship with yourself and with spirit. You're wanting to invest time into getting to know yourself on a more spiritual level, your spiritual gifts, your life purpose. What else does Cancer need to know in this area? Spiritual health, life purpose. You know what you love to do. Okay, then you have the Queen of Pentacles, and it's about to bring a lot of abundance for you. Okay, but you need to make sure you stay grounded in this area. All right, and really nurture your spiritual health. Everything you do has a spiritual component to it. Are you willing to see it? Are you balancing it out? Right? Are you taking the time to bring those ideas to earth? Right? Like, you can daydream about them, but make sure that you are grounding it. So to me, this is also saying bringing imagination and creativity into what it is that you are working on to bring more logic, but that's also grounding it. Taking some practical steps, which would be really writing down mantras for your life purpose. It's maybe creating a vision board, bringing it into reality here, like a step of a picture of how you see your life, and really enhancing your spiritual health. Okay, that's beautiful, Cancer. I hope something here resonated for you. I'd love to know how it did. And yeah, I hope you have a fabulous week, Cancer, and stay grounded.